Hello and welcome to Week Slam with your host Sam, where the goal of my channel is to try out a new hobby, interest, or activity for 1 week straight and give you guys the progress update about what you can learn in 5 days. This week's slam is the unicycle.
Although no one knows the exact year that the unicycle was created, we have a rough idea. Around 1866, nearly 60 years after the first wooden bicycle called the Laufmaschine, or German for running machine, was invented, a man named James Starley created a new type of foot-powered bike called the penny farthing. Due to the asymmetrical design of the penny farthing, when you would pedal, the back tire would sometimes lift up, causing the rider to lean forward, balancing on one wheel. This realization sparked daredevils and challenge seekers alike to try and ride on one wheel for as long as possible. Around this time is when the first unicycle is believed to have been created. Due to the high level of balance and skill required to ride, many entertainers such as circus and street performers started riding them for a living. As time went on and unicycling gained popularity, people began creating all different types of unicycles, such as the seatless unicycle that consists of only 2 pedals on a wheel, mountain unicycles that have large thick tires for traversing off-road, giraffe unicycles, which is a lifted seat connected to a chain that can be anywhere from 3 to 10 feet in the air, all the way to the modern self-balancing motorized unicycles that share similarities to the modern hoverboard. For the sake of our video, we'll be using a freestyle unicycle, which is simply an all-around standard unicycle with a seat, pedal, and wheel that ranges anywhere from 12 to 20 inches.
We have our timer for 1 hour. Let's go. Day 1 was all about getting familiar with the unicycle and learning how to balance properly. The biggest challenge I faced was trying to stay upright and not immediately fall, which, as you can tell, didn't go according to plan. For almost all of the first day, I had to use an assist like the wall to stay up. One thing I discovered early on is that the unicycle is definitely not something you can hop on and go with. Even though I wasn't able to go without assistance, this day was key in learning the basics of how to unicycle. It is day number 2 of Week Slam on the unicycle. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The second day on the unicycle was a blast. This is the first time I was able to successfully roll without assistance. Plus, my cousin Amanda even tries her luck at it. After only 1 day, you can tell I was making some serious progress. Throughout the hour, you'll see me trying to make short bursts from wall to wall, eventually making it all the way to the rover in the back. With my experience, I can confidently say a total beginner should expect to see results around 1.5 to 2 hours after starting. What is up, Week Slam? We are back on day 3 of the Unicycle Challenge. I got a really good feeling about today. I think we're gonna have some progress. Day number 3 is when things really started to pick up. This was when I was able to turn those short bursts from wall to wall into more extended rides down the driveway. Without the cars in the back for assistance, I had to rely on pure balance to stay up. Towards the middle of the hour, I decided to set my cup at the end of the driveway as a goal to try and reach, which I managed to do on the very next try. This was also the day that I was able to successfully go out of the driveway and onto the street for a little bit. Although, despite my success, there was something very important I was forgetting about, and that's turning. Welcome back to day 4 of the Unicycle Challenge. I think we're gonna have some great luck today after yesterday's progress. So without further ado, let's get the timer going, 1 hour, and jump right into it. On day 4, I realized something. Up until this point, I was starting out with my right side to the wall and going in a crescent-like left turn around and out the driveway, which, as I soon came to realize, made me very left side lenient. And the second I tried turning right, I realized my mistake. So for a good bit of the day, you'll see me try and correct this by starting out with my left side to the wall and going in a right turn around and out the driveway. Learn from my mistake and remember that no matter where you go, being able to steer is how you'll get there. Welcome back to Week Slam with your host Sam on day 5 of the Unicycle Challenge. I think we've made some outstanding progress. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Guys, we've made it. We're in the home stretch. The final day on the unicycle, I was able to completely go down and out the driveway. And the reason I'd fall wasn't because I was losing my balance, but because my legs were getting tired, which can simply be fixed by going out and practicing more. Another cool thing you'll see me try is what I like to call free mounting, or starting without assistance. Seeing I was only able to do this around 5 times the entire hour, I'd definitely say this skill requires a lot more practice to get the hang of. And that concludes it for our 5 hours on the unicycle. Since that was my first time ever officially practicing, I'd rate the overall difficulty 3 out of 5 stars. The biggest challenge being able to persist for those first 2 to 3 hours, but once you get past that, it's smooth sailing. Another useful tip I learned is not to stare at the ground, but directly forward towards the horizon, in addition to letting your arms flop around all crazy like, which really helps with balance. To get your own unicycle, I found some on Amazon ranging from $60 all the way to a couple $100 for the higher end models. Before you buy, always be sure to read the reviews to see what other people had to say. My unicycle is a Sun brand flat top with a 20-inch tire that I got for around $50 on Letgo, so it never hurts to check there as well. Alright, that is it for episode 1 of Week Slam with Sam. Don't forget to leave a comment below on what activity you want to see me try next. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to help the channel grow. Thanks for watching and see you next week.